What up, YouTube? It's your boy Denali, aka Don Squally, back at you with another Forza Horizon 2 video. Now in this one, I kind of want to switch things up. Lately, we've been doing a lot of JDM and racer builds. So for this one, I want to do something a little bit different for you guys. I'm thinking of a big body drift build. Now, recently we did do a BMW M5 build. So for this one, I'm thinking maybe a Mercedes, man. Let's see what we got as far as big body Mercedes. Now, personally, I would like to see a C63 AMG, but we're going to go here check out our options for the Mercedes. Now here we are, the Mercedes SL65 AMG, which we do already own, the SLS AMG, which is a friggin' sick car. I'm thinking we're going to be doing that build pretty soon. The SLR, which is obviously a beast, 300 SL, the 190E, which is a classic drift car. I'm thinking something a little bit bigger, maybe, you know, something a little bit more modern. The A45 AMG looking like a good selection as well. But I'm thinking for this one, the E63 AMG is going to be our choice. You know what? One day I'm going to do a G65 drift build too, man. But for this one, E63 AMG it is. We're going to jump right into this one. And let's select a paint scheme now. I don't think I'm going to go with any of these crazy wraps. Oh, you guys already know we got that gold going. I'm thinking we're going to do something a little bit custom, maybe my own personal design on this one. I'm not really digging any of those, so what we're going to do is jump up in here, check out some of our color options now. These stock manufacturer colors, not really something. I like that kind of off-white. Let's go with that off-white for this one, man. $90,000. No sweat. We about to jump right into this one, man. So if you guys are new to the channel, as usual, I just want to say thanks for watching. If you like this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up and subscribe for more content. If you guys are repeat offenders, I just want to show my love for my subscribers, man. So big ups to you guys, and thanks for always tuning in. But for this one, what I'm thinking is we are gonna have to start upgrading. So let's jump into the custom upgrades. Obviously, we're gonna go down to the conversions. I like to work my way right from the right over to the left, just so first and foremost I get a chance to check out some of our engine swaps, which is gonna be that 6-liter V12, but I'm kind of digging the AMG 6.3 liter motor, so we're gonna go ahead, leave that in there. And rear wheel, oh, this is an all-wheel drive. Well, because this is going to be a drift build, we are going to have to put a rear wheel drive conversion in there. I did not know this was an all-wheel drive, man. This thing must be a beast. V8 Biturbo. Woo! What a monster, man. Let's keep it going here, shall we? Let's see what we got as far as cosmetics. Not too many options, just a little splitter kit, which, you know what, I'm thinking I'm going to leave that stock for now. And I'm assuming a big-ass wing, which we're also going to leave stock, man. This is all about being a classy drift build. I don't want to get too carried away with anything like this. Because this is a drift build, normally I would leave the stock tire compound, but because this is a giant V8 bi-turbo, I don't think we're going to have any problems drifting this on a race tire compound. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that on there. And obviously, you know what? Let's leave the tire with the just stock, because I have a feeling this thing's gonna be a monster as it is. And of course, we need to pick a nice style wheel, so I'm gonna go with a specialized rim and tire, just because these ones tend to have the biggest dish. And let's face it, man, for drifting, you want to have a nice dish on there. Ooh, that's looking pretty dope, actually. Very Mercedes like, I gotta say. The classic ATS being one of my favorite wheels for the drift builds. Not feeling those too much. Ooh, them Bonnevilles looking pretty dope. Actually, those were on our BMW M5 that we recently did. Ooh, I'm liking those too, man. Lots of really sick choices. Them 5 spokes, though. I am liking the 5 spokes. Let's go ahead and add those up. And obviously, we're going to have to big up that rim to a 20-inch just to fill that wheel gap a little more. Yeah. This thing needs to get slammed next, man. What do you guys say? Let's see, clutch, we're going to upgrade to a race clutch, and what I'm going to do is just upgrade to a race transmission so that I can adjust the gearing on this if I need to, because with drifting I like to stay, you know, somewhere around second or third gear throughout the whole, you know, when I'm drifting, so I don't want to be shifting up, shifting down and stuff like that. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. And the differential, obviously we're going to put on that race diff so we can get both wheels spinning at the same time. Next up, I'm thinking we are going to have to upgrade those brakes, so race brakes it is. I love the way that those red calipers, bigger rotors, calipers move just a little bit. I'm liking it, liking the setup, so we're going to go ahead and install that. And like we said, that suspension, man, because this thing needs to get slammed. Obviously with a tune, this thing is going to be lowered just a little more. 3-inch drop right off the hop. We're going to see if we can get her down a little bit lower with a tune, and we're going to install obviously our anti-roll bars front and back just to keep this thing planted as we're going around the turns. Now because this is a big body Benz, I have a feeling that this thing is going to be super heavy. So let's go to the weight reduction and see exactly what we can do. Now 1,806 kilograms, not 100% sure how much that is in pounds, but we are gonna, oh look at it actually raising up as you lower it. That's pretty dope. We're gonna go ahead and put the best weight reduction that we can on this, and what the hell, let's do a roll cage in it too, man. Big up that roll cage. I'm liking it. This thing is looking sick already. Now let's back up and take care of some of our performance mods. Now because this is already a V8 bi-turbo, I'm thinking that we are not going to need too much power on this, but we are going to maybe upgrade the exhaust, intake, and what do you guys say we upgrade these twin turbos, man? That's going to bring us to a performance class of about 932. Now you guys know that if I'm going to be using these cars for racing, I would like to top it out at, let's say, the S2 class, or bring it down to the top of S1, just so if we do race online, it is a performer. Let's go ahead and upgrade that flywheel as well. But because this is a drift build, I'm not too concerned with, you know, performance points and performing when I race, because to be honest, I'm probably not even gonna race this car, just drifting. So first and foremost, let's check out our gearing. Damn, that is like super close. We're gonna go ahead and big this up because I would like to see a top speed. Shit, this is a Mercedes, man. This thing should be able to top out at like at least 350 kilometers an hour. So we're gonna go ahead and that's looking pretty good for there. And our anti-roll bars, we're gonna stiffen up everything, man. Stiffen up those anti-roll bars, and obviously stiffen up our springs. Now if we were gonna be using this for races, as you guys know, Horizon 2 has a lot of off-road races. Stiff suspension for those types of races is not gonna work very well because the car tends to bounce around a lot, flips a lot easier. So if you are gonna use this for racing, keep that suspension a little softer. We got the ride height all done, our dampening arrow, and we are going to, let's put our acceleration to the rear with that diff, and that's looking pretty good. So we are going to apply this current setup, and man, that thing is looking super low. Now let's go ahead to the design and paint shop, see if we can't add some tint, maybe a little bit of vinyls to this. We're gonna go in here first, paint the car, and paint body, paint hood. What do you think? Black hood? Nah, I'm not really digging that. What I would like to do is keep this drift. Maybe I'll black out one of the side fenders here, one of the front fenders, but we are gonna need to tint these windows, obviously. And what do you guys think, man? Paint those wheels. I'm kind of liking the chrome. Let's see how they look black. That's looking pretty dope. I'm thinking I'm gonna paint those wheels as well. So let's back it on up here, save this to the current car, and see if we can't get some decals going to make this thing look like an authentic drift build. Now what I mean by authentic is usually you're gonna be smashing into walls, you're gonna be smashing into all kinds of shit, so you're gonna have to be replacing some of these panels. So let's go ahead and black out one of our fenders, shall we? Now obviously I would like to have a matte black fender on here, but we are gonna do it off gray just slightly. Move it on up here, and as you guys can see, we're gonna have to maybe do a little bit of fine-tuning here to get this exactly where we want it. Let's see, can we advance our camera here, ladies and gents? Yes, we can. Ooh, would you look at that? Alrighty, so obviously we are gonna have to move it down a little bit. Looking dope. Let's go ahead and big up the size just a little bit now. Oh no, you fucked up, Squally. As you guys can see, we are gonna have to stamp it here. Big it up. Y stamp, and then we are gonna move it over. Go ahead and stamp it again. And you know what I'm thinking we're gonna have to do is probably stamp it, spin it this way, and what I am gonna do is go to the hood, stamp it, move it on up here. Dang, that's kind of a bummer how it's messing up that door here. Let's back this on up here, man. See if we can find a triangle or something like that to squeeze into that little corner. Thinking it's gonna be about right here. And obviously we're gonna make it the same color. Now you guys are probably wondering what the hell you're gonna do about that hood. I got this, man. Just chill out, alright? I got this. Move this on up here, spin it. Now, I'm not gonna get too crazy with this, ladies and gentlemen. Just because, you know, what is this? Copy, insert, and let's go ahead and change this position. I'm not gonna get too carried away with this. I may come back in here and fine-tune this on a later date, but for the sake of this video, we're just gonna try to get this build done so we can take it out for a little bit of a rip here, right? So we're gonna go ahead and spin it up, move, and that's looking about right there. Now you guys are probably wondering, Squally, what are you doing with the hood there? I'm gonna show you, mofos. We are gonna go ahead, add up a square, and we are going to use one of our previous colors. Oh damn, what is this? What is this? Sheesh. Yeah, it's looking about right. We're gonna spin it up there and big up that size and just basically cut off all the overlapping that we just had there. And as you guys can see, that's looking pretty clean, and we got ourselves a beat up drift fender now. So for the sake of this video, like I said, I'm thinking we're just gonna leave it as it is, back it on up, and see how this beast actually drifts, man, because I'm excited to see how this E63, my bad, Biturbo. Now correct me if I'm wrong, all you Mercedes heads out there, but the C63 I believe is a naturally aspirated 6.3 liter V8, whereas this is a biturbo, so I don't even know what to expect, but this thing is looking raggedy as hell, which is the way I like my drift builds. Now we only did it to the one fender just to give it that authentic look. Let's get away from this hub here. Oh my god! Woo! Wow! Get out the way, sucker! Woo! Now I'm glad that we ended up putting that race tire compound on here, because as you guys can see, we need all the grip that we can get, man. This thing has no problem spinning those back tires. Woo-wee! Now I can only imagine what this thing would have been like with full weight and no upgraded tires, but right now very nimble, just spinning like crazy, man. Who is this guy? That Horizon top driver? What you driving, sucker? You in that Porsche? We're gonna get at you in a second, player. But for now, we're just gonna keep this test drive going. thing just sounds like a monster. Whew. What a beast, man. But let's go ahead and do a little lap around our usual drift spot. Now this is my first time even driving this car, so forgive me if my drifts are not up to par, but holy! Now as you guys can see, we're topping out, redlining like a motherfucker in second gear here. So what I'm thinking, maybe open up the gear ratio a little bit so that we're not banging off the rev limiter as we're coming around those corners. Big entry, man. This thing is sick. Lots of grip. Ooh, lots of sliding. Now, I did release a video recently with the Haggard Miata. I was drifting this exact same route. And the thing about it is, it lacks some serious power, so when you swung it around those turns, it had a tendency to, you know, just spin right around and not have enough power to keep those rear wheels spinning. Let me just say, this does not have that problem. As you can see, we're in third gear, still drifting with no problem. Let's try to get around here in third gear and see how she goes. Woo-wee! I am loving this build. Now, I did need a couple new drift cars. Now, I did the Challenger Hellcat replica build not long ago, and that has been my go-to choice for drifting, I have to say. But this thing, woo, this thing is a monster, man. Damn. You guys let me know what you think of this beast down in the comments. Oh, shit. Spun her right around. No big deal. Woo. Second gear is looking like it's going to be our sweet spot. Oh, we lost it. I thought that was going to be a drift tap there. Second gear is looking like our sweet spot. What a monster, man. It's looking like the sun's going down here, so what we're going to do is just pull off to the side of the road here and obviously get our screenshot. And I don't know, man. I'm thinking that's going to be an end to this video. Whew, what a monster, man. Let's get a nice little shot over here. So, with that being said, if you guys enjoyed this video, like I say, smash that thumbs up button for me. Hit the subscribe button as well if you guys are not already subscribed to the channel, because like I say, we got all kinds of new videos coming out on the regular. If you guys want to see a request, I am finally caught up with the requests. So if you guys have a request, let me know down in the comment section, and I will do. Oh, we got the Yaris in there too, and I will do my best to get to that as soon as possible. If you guys would like to play some Xbox with me, man, make sure you add my gamer tag at DONSQU. ALE, that's for both Xbox One, and I'm on PlayStation 3 too, man, so add me up on both of those platforms, and shit, man, I guess that's about it. So I just want to say thank you guys for watching again, man. It means the world to me to know that you guys are staying up on all of my videos. So shoot, man, I guess that's gonna be the end of this one. I just want to say thanks for watching, and we're gonna catch y'all mofos at the next one, man. Peace.